50-something.
Yeah, I had utility.
All right, guys, stand by.
Just
Give it to
go
us,
ahead.
Pastor Control.
That's probably what it is.
10 out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Another round of violence in the streets of Shreveport.
Stand by
The
Beal and
answers
green.
we've gathered so far from police.
And
Pastors
green.
and church members now on patrol
Stand by Beal and
themselves.
blue.
Their message as they try to take back their streets. And
Blue.
billions of megawatt hours of new energy coming to
Stand by
Shreveport
Jeff.
customers. The huge announcement that's set to bring renewable energy to the architects.
And Jeff.
And heat continues on Friday, but I'm still expecting
by
a little
open,
bit
coming
of
to a
a
back.
weekend. We'll talk about it in the forecast.
Then we're back on
next.
camera 1, 2.
Full hour coverage you can count on starts right now.
Animated.
Broadcasting live with coverage you can count on. This is KSLA News 12 at 6.
Map is up.
And still developing as we speak, standoff continues with an escaped inmate from the David Wade Corrections Facility in Claiborne Parish. We're told that inmate is 39-year-old Deltra Henderson.
Stand by
He was in jail
camera
for
2.
selling drugs, gun possession, attempted robbery, and aggravated burglary. No one has been hurt. There are no hostages, but again, state police and Claiborne Parish Sheriff's Office still on the scene of this standoff. We will update you as we learn more on the standoff. Well, today, violence
They're up.
returned to the streets of Shreveport with 2 shootings. One
Stand by
man
to
is
start
dead,
moving
and a
on two.
suspect
Stand by
in custody
boxes.
from a
Camera
shooting
2.
on
Camera 1
Catherine
needs to
Street.
tilt
And
up a
the
little
day's
bit. Tilt up a
second
little bit
shooting,
for me.
someone was shot in the stomach and rushed to the hospital.
And pan
Tonight, there's still a
right.
lot of questions plaguing police
Start moving in.
before they can bring both of those cases to a close.
It's good right
Okay,
there.
so
Hold
Nick
that.
Lawton joins us now in
Boxes are
studio.
up.
Nick,
Stand
I know you've
by.
been keeping a close watch on
Camera,
both investigations. One of these shootings has given police fits.
And one is
That's
up.
true, though. Shreveport police have
Go
arrested
to
a
packaging
suspect
green
in
out
one
of
of
this.
these shootings, but in the second one this morning, they're still looking for a crime scene. They report that's because the victim of the second shooting is not telling them much.
And green.
Shreveport
Green
police
is
were
up.
called out bright and early Thursday morning to a fatal shooting at a house on Catherine Street. 27-year-old Marcellus Lewis was found dead
Out
inside
of this back
from
on
a
camera
shotgun
2 with
wound
the
to his
stand-up monitor.
torso.
Then we'll go to
Now,
animation.
police
We're back
believe
on
they
camera
have
1.
their
Send us
suspect.
back.
The person who we initially detained this morning has now been charged in that shooting.
30-year-old DeMarcus Bradley of Wascom, Texas, is now charged with second-degree murder. 4 hours later, just before noon, another man was driven to Willits-Knighton Hospital on Hearn Avenue
Does Eric
with a
have an
gunshot
IFB in?
wound to the stomach area. He's in serious
Wearing
condition
Dom's
but
IFB?
expected to survive, and police are still searching for the crime scene.
The shooting may have occurred somewhere on Monkhouse Drive. We do have officers searching for a crime scene there.
According to police, they're still looking
Maybe
because the
10 left in the
victim
back.
is not cooperating.
It just makes it a
Stand
little
by
bit more
camera 2.
difficult. But again, hopefully his attitude towards the investigation, hopefully it will change.
Stand by.
But again, you can't dictate these things.
Stand by. And he's up.
The moment we learn any new details in these cases,
Stand
we'll
by
update
animation.
these stories on the air
ready
and
to move,
online
camera 2.
on KSLA.com. I'm Nick Lawton. Doug, back to you.
Animate.
Well,
Two
following
shot,
the
cam two
violent
shot.
and deadly morning, we wanted to take yet another look
One
at what
is
the
up.
pastors and church members
there,
are
quickly,
continuing
quickly,
to
quickly.
do to try
Tighten
to
up,
take
tighten
back
up.
our
Stand
streets.
right.
KSLA News 12's Eric Pointer talked to members of the Shreveport Police Pastors and On Patrol, a local group. We've seen a lot of
I
activity
did
from the
the
church
wrong-
recently.
Stand
And they
by
say one of the
camera
best
one.
ways to reach
Press
through
the
the
wrong
community,
icon.
they
No,
say a lot about prayer, but also to
Stand by
just
camera
get
one.
active, make a positive influence.
Yes, that is the main message that I got, Doug. Now, these groups are
One is
out
up.
here, they're doing their prayer vigils and they're doing their walks so that they can reach the people. Instead of having the people come to them, they're going to the people. Now, the woman that I spoke
Stand by
to said
package
it's
in
more
blue.
important to go where the people need them, like I said, instead of waiting for them to come for help.
And blue.
When one young man passes away, like this young man this morning, now you've
Looks
got
like on cam
family
1
members,
center,
you've
cam
got
2
friends, you've
OTS
got
monitor on
coworkers,
Doug.
and the list goes on, all because somebody thought that this would put an end, but it didn't. It starts a new beginning.
Reverend Ed Gonzalez is a member of
fast.
Shreveport
I
Police's
don't have
Pastors
times
on
here.
Patrol. He says
See
they
if you
go
put
out
them
with
in here.
officers as a
They're
second
right
set of
here.
eyes
Oh, do you
and
have
ears,
times?
but also to minister to the victims.
To be able to have a pastor, police pastor with them,
What?
to talk to them about their families, their situations, how they feel, what they're going through, is so important because that gives them an out.
How?
While
Run
he
right
doesn't
down.
do it while on pastor's patrol, Gonzalez says he has a license and carries a gun to protect himself and his congregation.
You don't ever know who's out there, what their motive is. It's the same thing when our officers come and hit someone. They do not know what they're pulling up to.
Recently, there have been many prayer vigils
Not a
and
big deal.
walks,
They come out of the same town.
and Reverend Gonzalez says he hopes it can help people feel safer.
prayer does work. You know, when you see
Let's
this
tighten up just a little
bullet,
bit on
this
camera
bullet
one.
has a message on it, and it means that you've got one life, and that's what they're intending to do. This is going to take your life. My Bible here will change your life.
I'm here in the Queensboro neighborhood along one of the streets where the church had their prayer walk.
Probably
Now,
30
it's
in the
also
pack.
the same area where a person was fatally shot Thursday morning. And the church said that that shouldn't discourage people. If anything, they wanted to serve as an example that there's more work to be done.
It didn't start overnight. It didn't just happen one day and it got this bad. It was a process. And what happens is sometimes we forget, or sometimes we don't do as much as we should.
Calandria Pratt with the New Beginnings Praise Ministry says her church plans on coming back to the area soon.
We want to come back to this community, and we want to get the citizens of this community involved.
Stand by
And
camera
we want to
one.
get a few questions from them or some statements from them on how we can
Check your
help.
center cam one. Check your
Pratt tells
center.
me they're hosting another walk in the Cooper Road area on Monday, and they're also going back to Queensboro for a Peace in the Park event, complete with sports, food, and music.
Stand by web live.
Thanks. We've been following the
Live
violence
is
in the
up.
streets on KSLA.com, and you can track it on our KSLA mobile app. You can read more
Stand by
about the
animations.
investigations, and you see right there, that's an
Out of this back on
interactive
camera
map. You can
two.
take a look at how many
Tighten up a
homicides
little
have
bit on
taken
camera
place
two.
and where they've happened here in Shreveport. Just go to the page you see here at KSLA.com.
Animate. And 2 is up.
An update at 6 on a search that's gone on for 3 days for a missing person. It's been officially called off for now. Bossier Parish detectives say they received a
Yellow's
tip they
full.
felt was credible, leading them to believe answers to one of
Out
their
of this
cold
coming
cases
animation,
was
then we're back on
located
camera
in the
one,
Red
which is
River
a regular
Parish town of Coshada. On Tuesday, deputies with the Bossier Parish Sheriff's
You need
Office
to
and
drop
Red
right.
River Parish
See if you can
Sheriff's
get that
Office
shot without.
began searching a
So
wooded
I don't,
area
I
behind
guess I
an
can take
abandoned
it. I
mobile
guess
home in
I can take it.
Coshada. They have not released
That's
any
fine, that's fine,
information
you're fine,
about
where you
clues they were following up on. But again,
Stay away,
authorities believe
animation.
that tip was valid.
Animate.
Camera
Camera one is up.
Parish, a teenager is dead.
Stand by,
Another
full
injured
screen.
after police say a Coshada man driving under the influence hit them as they walked down the street.
Full
Kenneth
screen's up.
Morse was arrested. Police say Lacey Ross and Rachel Barnett
Stand by, animation.
were
Coming
walking
from
along
another
the side
full
of
screen.
Louisiana Highway 784 when they were hit by a vehicle driven by Morse. Ross had minor injuries, but Barnett was pronounced dead at the scene. Morse is at the Red River Parish Jail on charges of vehicular homicide.
Animate.
Covering Caddo Parish, a man is arrested for 2 alleged sex crimes involving a minor. Shreveport police tell us Maxwell Gravenstein was taken into custody, charged with
That's a joke
obscenity
name,
and
right?
indecent behavior with juveniles near the Burger King on Line Avenue. He was taken to the Caddo Correctional Center on a bond of $70,000.
And 1 is up. Fuck. Sorry.
SWEPCO makes a major announcement today. They say they will provide extra energy and save customers money. They
That is
announced a new wind farm will create an extra 6 million
Stand by side in
megawatt
green.
of hours of new energy, and that will be provided to its customers in the coming years. It's all part of something called Wind Catcher Energy Connection Project.
Yeah, he's
SWEPCO
not
leaders
good.
and Public Service Commissioner Foster Campbell made that announcement this afternoon in downtown Shreveport.
And green.
It's gonna be good, it's gonna be
Heard.
cheaper, and it's clean.
There's
No
turn back and do that right now.
And wind.
I
They
mean,
have to do it up there.
So that's the good
Yeah, you
thing,
might have
it's
to
wind
set
power.
up the computer and do it.
At Campbell's request, the Public Service Commission voted to ease regulation requirements to allow SWEPCO to take advantage of government incentives that will soon expire.
Stand by
Well,
animation.
coming up
Come to
tonight on
camera
KSLA News
3.
12 at 10, reporter Jeff Farrell tells us exactly how this project will help lower customer bills, according to SWEPCO, once it begins delivering wind energy by the end of 2020.
Animate.
KSLA Storm Tracker 12 weather.
Camera 3 is up.
Track storm.
Cam 2 to the back
Good
shot.
evening, everyone. Hot and primarily dry weather here across the Arclix for your Thursday, and Friday's going to be bringing very similar conditions. I'm still expecting changes for the weekend. Right now, live first alert Doppler showing a clean sweep out there, so temperatures remain the main story at the moment. 93 in Shreveport, 92 to Queen, 97 in Mount Pleasant still. We've got 91 degrees in Natchitoches. Your forecast for the evening hours, and we are not going to see things cool off very fast. We're still 93 at 7, 86 at 9, still 83 at 11. It is going to be a quiet evening, though. Mainly clear and dry conditions expected across the Arclix as we head through the next several hours. I'll be back in a few moments. I'm still tracking a little bit more of a comfortable weather pattern heading into the weekend on the way to
Wants to go. Stand by animate.
New at 6 o'clock, the summer months brings a lot of visitors out to Wright, Patman Lake, and Bowie in Cass County, Texas. However, some aren't
Stand by
heading
pack
out
in
there
yellow.
for the fish. It's what they're leaving behind on purpose. That's a problem. Dogs.
And yellow.
These dogs
How
are
do
on
they
the
see a
property
tag
of
on
Johnny
camera
Stevens in
2,
rural
youth
Cass
center,
County.
cam
But
1
Stevens
is regular
says
center.
they're not his animals.
Megan.
Huh?
People dump the dogs on poor land and they ended up on my land.
Stevens says over the
No, you
past
gotta do
year,
it with
over
the mouth.
100 dogs have made their way to his home. Says he has done what he can to take care of these animals, including
I'm talking
finding
about?
homes for the dogs. But this last week it got out of hand.
But it's gotten to
Is this the
such a
right
big
person?
issue that they're dumping out
No.
more than what we could.
There's no times. No.
According to Stevens, this past week, 10 dogs made their way into his property after being
Next one's
dumped
at
at
42.
Armstrong Landing.
So I think there's a increase of animals being abandoned
Maybe a little too loose on cam two.
federal property.
Mike Bransford is with the Corps of
idea is just to
Engineers
make them look
managing the
different.
54,000 square feet of land surrounding Wright-Patman Lake.
You figure it out?
Yeah, I got it.
Where any of these your neighbor's dogs.
Bransford says he feels for residents like Johnny Stevens, but with such a large area to maintain, they need help from the public to stop people from driving down isolated roads and dumping the animals.
You're way ahead.
Folks just need to take the
you're way
notice that you know these animals deserve a better treatment than what they're receiving in some cases.
I like to see the people that are doing it prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Stand by camera 2.
It's animal
Stand by.
cruelty, animal abuse.
Part 1, 2. And 2 is up.
And you are urged to contact local law enforcement
Stand
if
by
you see
animation,
this type
timing
of
camera
activity
1,
going
VO
on
in boxes.
on the lake.
Animate, put them
Well,
on
update
1.
on a train derailment out of the Vivian area. Kansas City Southern officials now say speed was not a factor in this past weekend's train derailment. About 30 cars derailed
View
in
is
North
full.
Cattle Parish town carrying coal. At least 2 other derailments have happened in Vivian over the last 4 years. Now, because of that derailment, a road closure due to that
My camera 1.
has been extended.
Pan slightly right,
Here's
camera
a look
1.
at the train crossing
View in green.
question from earlier today.
No, he didn't pause.
Repair crews are making those emergency repairs to Louisiana Highway 2. They've poured new
Weird.
asphalt down at that crossing, but continue
Stand by
to work
animation.
the
Go ahead and
crossing
give me my
to make sure
cheat sheet.
traffic won't bottom out and get stuck on the tracks. Louisiana Highway 1 was closed yesterday for the same reason, but has since reopened.
Animate. View in blue.
Ahead at 6, it's something you see at celebrations all around the world
Stand by Jeff.
every day of your life, balloons. But find out why
Camera
this
3
simple
needs
thing
to
is
pan
having
left.
a big impact on waterways and wildlife in Louisiana. Jeff?
And 3 is
We're
up.
not going to be quite as hot across the
Stand by break.
section of the weekend. I'm tracking our cooler conditions in your forecast after this break. Stay with us.
Stand by and fade. Take it.
Thanks for making KSLA.com #1 in the Arctic test.
25 soldiers created USA